Okay, hi student, welcome back, and today we are going to discuss objective paper. Though I seldom do objective paper, this is 2021 variation February March paper variation 22. Okay, paper 22. Okay, so we start with the first question. We are not going to discuss all the question. We only discuss the wrong question. Probably the wrong question will be the difficult question that the student make it wrong. Okay, let's discuss number 2. I can't believe you get this wrong. The diagram below shows a plant cell. Are you kidding me? Which structure also found in animal cell? So
because I didn't read properly, I thought which structures are not found.
yeah, so this is a really vague, so be careful, because it's not worthy. Later a few more questions also like that.
Wait, number one is nucleus.
Yeah, because animal cell and plant cell, so of course the most obvious is the nucleus law, so one must
Then
be
it looks
correct.
like chloroplast to me.
Because beside the vacuole if chloroplast, then it will be like this. Usually it's like this everywhere around the leaf, not the vacuole place that we can see the vacuole already like that. Some more it won't be one chloroplast, right? Chloroplast must be a few. And we look at 3 is the cytoplasm, so probably it's true. Obviously 2 also, 4 is also correct because it's vacuole plants, animal cells also got vacuole, but not that big actually 4 also can correct one, so I just give 4 can correct, but 2 is cell wall, so 2 is surely wrong. It could be cell wall, it could be membrane cell. If membrane cell, then animal cell. But let's zoom deeper, see where is the line draw. The line draw at here, usually it's like this if the line draw at outside, it will be cell wall. If the line draw at inside, it will be membrane cell. So of course, if you want to talk about membrane cell, then animal cell also have, but this question I think just look for an easy one nucleus, cytoplasm, so this is very obvious, so we just go for the obvious one no need to think too deep for this question. Okay, following up, the diagram below show a leaf. Which letter is epidermis? Yeah, so the answer will be B. Actually B is called what actually? B, the real name is what?
Upper epidermis.
Upper epidermis. No, yep. B is upper epidermis. Upper epidermis. A is what? A is actually cuticle, correct? Cuticle, or the wax layer that prevent the water from entering in, like a wax so when you see the water drop on the leaf, the water don't really absorb by the leaf, correct or not? It will just stay on top of the leaf. Upper epidermis, followed by probably around here will be the palisade mesophyll, and then this one will be spongy mesophyll. So this one we need to know because the question might ask, it could be A, could be B, could be C, could be D. Where is spongy mesophyll? Where is palisade mesophyll? Where is chlorophyll? So chlorophyll will be around here probably. Where is the stoma? Stoma is here. So there are a few things that what is this? This is lower epidermis. So the question can ask many things just by looking at the diagram, and I don't want to go too deep into this later I will teach the whole new chapter, but the few common thing we need to know about the labeling Think usually just one more question is the chlorophyll. Usually the question will ask why chlorophyll is more on top, okay, because it's nearer to the sunlight, and here will be got a fewer, but there is some hole. Let's say the question asked, then you say because it allow the gas exchange to take place, so there is a hole for the gas to go in. You don't want to make everything so full, then there is no hole for the gas exchange. I don't know what the question might ask, a lot of things the question might ask, but these are the few questions I think that is common. Let's move on to the next question, number 10. Oh, this is really, for me, I really think this is a difficult question. I think this is like, I said before, like in the exam paper, maybe 10% or 20% is the hardest, 20 for 30% is the normal one, and 30-40% is the easy one. I think this will be the most top difficult one. I think lah, I think. The table show the data recorded by scientists. So the pupil size in an eye and brain. So a scientist suddenly hear a loud noise. So what will happen? Probably the person will get scared. So when you get scared, there will be adrenaline rush. So your pulse rate will be go up, correct? Because you are scared, suddenly boom, got bomb explode, or you are chased by dog or anything lah, then there is an adrenaline rush. Then there will be the increase of pulse, probably for flight and flee, to fight or flee, correct or not? Because you need to go up your blood pressure, your oxygen to the brain, to your muscle cell, so that you can perform your self-defense, whether you want to fight back or you want to run. Before we running in the competition also, right, our heart pump, or chased by dog, or when we want to fight with people or people scared us, that there is our natural body response towards danger. So there's more oxygen to our brain and muscle cell. So of course the pulse rate will go up, so there will be more oxygen. Okay, this will be difficult. Pupil size in eye, I think this one is not in the textbook. As far as I remember lah, I didn't see anything about eye, but this is respond to psychologically. Actually, our eye psychologically will respond in terms of pupil size in the eye. I got one friend, my teacher last time, he's a doctor. He did his PhD. Then I asked after I asked him what paper you did, or he said he is studying the baby pupil size eye with something with things that they like. So what the result found out is, if the baby likes something, like he sees something that is toy or chocolate or sweet, the pupil eye will grow big. Okay, so these are some of the response of human response that we cannot control. Something we cannot, sometimes we can control, like I can tell lie, then no people will know. Of course, if people usually tell lie, they look up, correct or not? Or usually they will touch their nose. Usually lah, I say usually if people tell lie, either they will look up because they need to imagine some reason, or they will usually do like that. They will touch the nose like that, or they will do the thigh like that. It's a human behavior. If you see properly lah, then but sometimes we cannot control. No, like the pupil size you cannot control. That's why now in criminal they have the lie detector. They can detect the person, whether the person got tell lie or not. Okay, so our body will respond to the things that we like or scared. Emotional response, usually the pupil size will dilate. So the answer will be donkey. It's something you like. But it's not like this lah. It is in terms of 0.5 milliliter. So you don't really can see. I don't know why they draw until so big. like people scare you, your pupil will also go big. But no, it in response to emotional, as far as I know, it's around 0.5 mm. So of course you don't know, you cannot see unless you go to very near to see your friend eye. Or maybe you want to use some camera to observe the pupil of the eye. So it's a very good research paper. Who knows, one day when you study biology or what, my friend last time already do for children. So maybe you want to do for adolescents or old people. Some research that we can do in Malaysia or Indian, Malay, up to you lah, up to your research paper. But it's still a very nice thing. Who knows, one day you can do this to determine whether a person got tell lie or not. So this question is a difficult question. I believe it's a difficult question. Okay.
But then I thought the size, the pupil size in eye shrinks when it's like scared.
Okay, let's move on. Where is the next wrong question? Okay, this one also I think is a difficult question. Probably if I do this, maybe I also will get it wrong. Potassium chloride is a solid. Okay, no problem with that. Hydrogen chloride is gas. Okay, no problem with that. Which statement explain why potassium chloride is much higher boiling point than hydrogen chloride? So actually I'm thinking like the answer. Okay, let's look at the A. A of course is wrong. Covalent bond is stronger than ionic. No, actually we know that ionic bond is stronger than covalent. Okay, this one is a common thing. I don't want to go too deep and then you just remember, like, if you don't know. Okay, ionic is so much stronger than covalent bond. Okay, covalent bond like oxygen, hydrogen, they have a lower melting point, so that exist in terms of gas. Ionic, maybe sodium chloride is a salt, so we see that it is in a solid state because it has a higher attractive forces between molecule. So there is no doubt A is wrong. B, covalent bond are stronger. Then no lah, no covalent bond are stronger because we know ionic bond is stronger. Okay, so let's look at C and D. Ionic bonding is stronger. Actually, this is correct. Ionic bonding is stronger than covalent. This one you can go Google search it. If I'm not mistaken, ionic is really stronger than covalent. Ionic bond are ionic bond are stronger than the attractive forces between molecules. Actually, this also is correct. So actually, I am thinking like two answer, but what are the answer that are related to the question? Because actually C is correct. Ionic bond is stronger than covalent. No purpose say it's wrong, but what is the question? Let's look at the question. Blah 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 blah, which explain why potassium chloride has a higher volume. So we need to explain why. So the answer will be D. Ionic bond ionic bond are stronger than the attractive force between molecule. The reason is this is ionic bond. If this is covalent, hydrogen chloride is covalent, I probably would say C. If hydrogen chloride is covalent bond. But the answer for hydrogen chloride, it is not ionic, it is not covalent, it is called polar covalent. So it's like between ionic and covalent, but we call it polar covalent. So due to its molecule size, but we don't even learn polar covalent in our textbook, but it exists. So the better explanation for potassium chloride and hydrogen chloride is ionic bond are stronger than the attractive forces between molecules. This will be the better answer. The reason is hydrogen chloride is not covalent bond, it's not ionic bond, it's called polar covalent. But the textbook didn't say lah, so that's why I say it's a difficult question. But if you know that it is good. Now you know it is good. Okay, other question then I think is easy already lah. 18, which process occur during electrolysis? Seems difficult. Of course, anion go to anode. So anion go to anode. Anion go to anode. This one, cation go to anode. This one sure wrong. Okay, cation go to cathode. Cation go to cathode. So this one also could be correct. Okay, so cation go to cathode. So now we look at the electrode. Okay, so you think of example lah. It's easier if you think example lah. Let's say if I look example of HCl. So let's say I take anode. Let's say lah anode and HCl. Probably let's say lah chlorine is being discharged as anode. Okay. So for chlorine, it will be lose electron because it's HCl then they start to split. So chlorine will lose one back electron to H plus Cl negative 1. For example just think example so it's easier to answer. So for anion, it will lose electron. So the answer will be B. Can understand or not? Basically what I did is I think of an example You need to imagine in your brain Okay, so yeah, so but this one C is not good. This C cation cannot be anode Anode means anion, cathode means cation. But don't confuse these two These are talking about the ion, and this one is talking about the electrode terminal negative, for example, for cathode. So yeah, example of anion will be like chloride, hydroxide, sulfuric, anything like the S1, the negative charges. 19, which energy that represent an atomic reaction with the greatest activation energy? So the greatest activation energy is this. Okay, so the answer will be A. Okay, will produce and release the heat. A. Maybe you can remember to activate So in order to you need to reach the peak from from your starting point to the peak. I don't know lah how you want to remember it, but just find some way to remember it lah. Nothing much to teach. It's a very direct question. 20. Zinc react with hydrochloric acid. So we know that hydrochloric acid, which role explain the effect of increase in temperature. So what happens if I increase the temperature? So obviously the rate of reaction will go up. Frequency of collision will increase, correct? So increase will be correct because temperature up so rate of reaction is up. You are faster in cooking rather than you put the fire less a bit, then your rate of reaction for cooking is lower. So up to you lah, you want to put the fire too big or small, but of course if you put too much, then the thing will be how to say hangus, burn, then your food not nice. That's why I like I think guy can cook better because they got the strength, they can put the fire and they can up. And girl usually they cannot throw the food up, because they don't have the muscle to do that lah. So you won't really get the reaction that you want in the food in terms of the speed, the rate of reaction, and the fire that you want in order to get the taste. So that's why I think guy can cook better. And number of particle percent of minimum energy for the reaction. So number of particle percent minimum energy, it will also increase, correct or not? So the answer will be C. So of course this one will increase lah, because if you increase the temperature, of course the energy for reaction will also increase. But they change the question a bit. They say number of particle possessing the minimum energy increase lah. More particle react so more energy, more minimum energy, so that the reaction will take place. For example, like cooking, so if the energy will increase in the particle itself, but of course when the food cool down, then the energy will decrease, but you already finished the reaction. Something like that lah. So same like cooking lah. I think the first law of thermodynamics, right? Energy cannot be created, destroyed. It only can be changed from one state to another state. So when we heat it up, there is increase of energy in the particle itself, and then as it cool down, it will release its energy to the surrounding and maybe vibrate the air, whatever, and go to somewhere else. So it will be increase. The answer should be C. Cannot be stay the same lah, due to the vibration and so on. 21. Copper extracted by the ore by heating copper. What is the role of carbon? Fuel.
C.
Reducing agent. Either C or D lah. That's a better answer lah. You put fuel. Fuel means Tesla car lah. You want to put car, then I put fuel lah. Carbon correct lah. Carbon you want to use as fuel. So the more correct answer will be the reducing agent. Why you want to use carbon? Because carbon is more reactive than the zinc, and secondly, carbon is cheap. You can easily get it. So to get something carbon so cheap can produce metal like zinc is a very good equation, a very good process that you want. That is why carbon you can easily find. Of course, sometimes it's difficult when the metal is more reactive than carbon, maybe like aluminium and so on. Then you need to do electrolysis. So that's why some metal is more expensive and some metal it is cheaper. 22. A mixture of ammonia carbonate and ammonia chloride is heated with sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. So sodium hydroxide, sodium is probably more reactive. So it will be sodium chloride, sodium carbonate. So the thing that will be released out will be the ammonia gas. So the answer will be A. So just put A. Okay, so no problem with that. 24. This one also I think is difficult a bit. Different aqueous solution of halogen and halides are mixed in 4 beakers. Okay. Which mixture produce a colorless solution? If you see the bromine gas test, actually bromine with chlorine, it will produce brown. and bromine, it will still probably will be around brown because bromine is brown color. Chlorine is more like yellow greenish. Okay, so the answer will be A. Okay, it will produce a colorless solution when we are talking about solution, correct or not? Because first it's like yellow if it's if you want to say it a gas, if you want to say it as a gas, but once it's become liquid, it will produce like colorless, correct or not? Like you put in aquarium, correct or not? You put in aquarium, you buy chlorine water, you put in aquarium, and we can see that the chlorine water don't have color, right? It's just a white color. Or you want to put in a swimming pool for the chlorine, and it is still the swimming pool don't have any color. It's still crystal clear, the swimming pool. Why you want to put chlorine? Because we want to kill microorganism in the swimming pool. We also want to kill microorganism in the aquarium. Don't put too much lah, maybe the fish will die or what. Put in a balance lah. Even the water that we drink also got little bit. They are to kill microorganism, also to strengthen our teeth and so on. Strengthen our teeth I think it's phosphorus suddenly I cannot remember. Which change show the presence of water? Okay, how to test water? Okay, so you use cobalt chloride, and if the paper turn pink, then there will be water. So the answer will be C. Okay, a test for water.
Wait, Mr. Billy, for question 24, right? What's the
26, a petrol engine takes clean air and let it out. I can't believe you get this wrong. Which gas has higher concentration in the exhaust gases than in the clean air? What's your answer?
B or A?
Huh?
B or A?
Choose one
B.
The answer is B, correct. Which has higher concentration in the exhaust gas? I think this will be easy question because
I thought it produced carbon monoxide.
So here go oxygen produce carbon dioxide, or it could be carbon monoxide, I don't know, or it could be carbon, but usually it's nowadays car is carbon dioxide. Carbon monoxide, if there is incomplete burning usually happen in old car, old bus. When you see the car all the black color smoke come out, and the engine is not efficient. When your car produce carbon dioxide, actually your car engine is not as efficient, so your car is actually wasting petrol, because we know complete combustion is CO2, incomplete combustion is carbon monoxide. It's poisonous and you are wasting a lot of petrol. Then I see some car, some motorbike, when they go all the smoke come out, that is called incomplete combustion, and they are wasting a lot of money. Then maybe they will think, I want to save money, like don't want to. Actually you need to repair. When you see your car all the black color smoke come out, you need to repair it. I think it's called engine overhaul. You need to do engine overhaul, which costs around 2,000. Is the one of the most expensive maintenance for car. Car overhaul means you take all the engine part come out, you clean it everything, and you put all back. They will take out all the whole engine part, so it's the one of the most expensive maintenance. But after they assemble it back, your engine will totally looks like new, so you can use your car for the next 10 years. But we want to take care of car so we make sure you don't spoil it. Just make sure don't straight away start your car and press the pedal, then your car will spoil. The reason is due to expansion. Your engine is cold, suddenly you turn on the car and you accelerate, the burning is so fast, the piston expand, but the outside layer haven't expand, so there will be a lot of friction in your engine, so eventually your piston will spoil and you need to bring your car to overhaul. Just make sure the car warm up, drive slowly first. When the engine is hot, then you can drive faster. This is how you want to take care of your car. So 26, complete combustion new car assuming this is a good car So oxygen go in, come out will be carbon dioxide. But of course for biology, sometimes we say carbon monoxide due to pollution. Indeed, some car does produce pollution by carbon monoxide. Where is the next question? 31. Okay lah, this one so question. Show a load hanging on the spring, so the thing is pulled. When the load is pulled, what happened to the gravitational potential energy? Gravitational potential energy will, when you pull it down, eventually it will decrease, correct or not? Because the thing come down already ma. So potential energy will decrease. Gravitational potential energy will decrease. So this one and this one. What happened to the elastic? The elastic bring down, so the elastic will increase. So this one and this one. So the answer will be boy, correct or not? Okay. 32. A load of 50 kg is lift vertically. Vertically means going up vertically. In 20 seconds, how much is the power? So what is the formula? Okay, let's look at the formula. Let's say when we talk about energy, energy, there's a few formula. A common one will be mgh, correct or not? Half mv power of 2. Some more, a few more energy in terms of joule. And we look at the formula for power. Power equals to there's also a few formula for power, correct or not? For example, volt times current, ampere. Another formula for power is energy. If you still remember, energy divided by time. So you will do energy for this formula. I will use mgh divided by formula for time, which is 20. M is mass, so 50 times 10 times height, 8 divided by 20. You will get you just do by yourself lah,
200.
Yeah. Then mgh 8 divided by 20 seconds, so you get 200 watt. So the answer will be B. Usually student will do wrong at here lah, because they will usually 2 minutes they will write 2. No, 2 minutes means 2 times 60 seconds. SI unit for time is second. So I think most students will get wrong in terms of the time. Change it to second. Okay, so no problem in this question. A lot of formula lah, but one of the formula is energy divided by time, and energy is mgh. 33. A metal bar is heated at the one end. Okay, what is the main method of thermal energy? So probably this will be conduction. Usually for heat transfer is radiation, conduction, or convection. So this is the vibration of particle. So the answer will be free electron heated, gain energy, and move along the bar. The answer will be A. Okay,
Not molecules.
Molecule are at the heated end gain kinetic energy and move along. But when we're talking about heat, free electron is the better word. Because free electron actually can move free electron in terms of especially like metal bar. Metal bar, they got free electron, so metal is a good heat conductor because it got free electron that actually help them to transfer the heat in terms of energy. And free electron, like maybe you take maybe a brick. So brick don't really have a free mobile electron. Brick don't conduct electricity, so eventually your heat transfer is slower. But it's still transfer. You just burn, and land the whole brick will be 100 Celsius, very hot. You cannot even hold the brick. But the brick is hot because of vibration of the kinetic energy from one particle to another. But free electron is better because it helps the metal bar to conduct the heat faster. So the better answer will be A. And this one B is wrong because here already say convection. It's supposed to be conduction. He also say convection, so it's wrong. It's supposed to be conduction. Convection means it's liquid, like liquid. Okay, 38. A thin convergent lens is used as a magnifying glass. The length of the focal length is f. Where is the object placed? A thin converging lens Okay, so the answer when you're talking about magnifying glass, your answer will be opposite, correct or not? Let's say this is the magnifying glass. Your eye is at opposite. And it must be placed on F, magnifying glass. Because magnifying glass will like that. Okay, it will focus the light. So here will be F. So when you take the magnifying, you go too far near, then nothing you can see. Or you go too near to your eye, there's nothing you can see also. The image maybe will go upside down. You need to know direct at the F, where there is a point of focus of all the light to a certain point, then you can see the word is big. So the answer will be B. It cannot be F and 2F lah. F and 2F means the magnifying got two position. Means I can put near and even nearer, for example, because you say got two ma. So it's impossible. We know magnifying glass only have one position that you can see clearly at the position. 37. There is a current of 5 ampere in the resistor. How much electric? So this is the formula. Again, I think many students will do wrong this question because they didn't convert it to second. Because here is 30 minutes. So if you just times 30 minutes, you will not get the answer. The formula for column Q equals to IT. I is 5 ampere. T is 60 seconds times 30 minutes. I think you will get your answer is 9,000. So the answer will be D. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.